matchup of the day features the California State Bakersfield Roadrunners and your 13-time national champion and number 5 ranked UCLA Bruins. The Bruins come into this game with a record of 21-3 after today's earlier win over Fresno State, where they won 12-0. Fans, at this time, UCLA softball would like to extend a special welcome to the 1982 and 1992 teams as they throw out today's first pitch presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Let's meet the representatives. From the 82 team, Shelly Carlin and Tracy Compton Davis. Let's give them a big round of applause as they head out to the mound for the first pitch. Also representing the 92 team, Lisa Fernandez and Kelly Perez. Some outstanding players here, incredible history. Let's give them all a big round of applause once more. Tracy's catching. Shelly's catching. Tracy's pitching. Lisa's pitching. And Kelly's catching. Once more, these 4 incredible players representing the 82 and 92 teams. Also, a big thank you to the families who are out there on the field today supporting UCLA softball. One more time, give it up for Shelly Carlin, Tracy Compton Davis, Lisa Fernandez, and Kelly Perez. All right, fans, at this moment, let's take a quick shout out to Natasha Watley is in the stands today, UCLA's all-time hit leader. Thanks for the coming, Natasha. Also, Sue Enquist, also here with us today, former coach at UCLA. Hey, Natasha. We want you to stand up and wave at everybody. There you are, the one and only Natasha Watley. All right, as we get ready for the teams to take the field, we'll run through the starting lineup for CSBF Bakersfield. Batting first, Montoya. Batting second, Sienna Curran. Batting third, Sydney Curran. Batting fourth, Layla Minnick. Batting fifth, Maya Williams. Batting sixth, Samantha Martinez. Batting seventh, Lauren Randall. Batting eighth, Jocelyn Molina. And batting ninth, Kaya Johnson. Pitching today for the Roadrunners, number 12, Lorena Castillo.
How does it look?
taking the field for UCLA, pitching this final game tonight. Number 4, Ollie Acevedo. Quickly running down the batting order for UCLA. Batting first, Washington. Batting second, Perez. Batting third, Pola. Batting fourth, Wiz. Batting fifth, Brady. Batting sixth, Vines. Batting seventh, Castro. Batting eighth, Malaulu. And batting ninth, Gooden. Leading off for the Roadrunners, number 55, Savannah Montoya.
Which one you talking about, Tom? Are you serious?
And that's a Bruin strikeout.
Be
on the lookout for the marketing representatives throwing out souvenir softballs today.
Yeah, they got
batting for the Roadrunners, number 7, Sienna Curran.
Yeah. Not really. She was in last game as a sub. You want to talk to him?
And that's another strikeout.
She said that's better.
That's better.
Batting for the Roadrunners, number 1, Sydney Coran.
What about there? That's better? Yeah, I did. All right. Wow.
Good.
Now this on M, you can light darker and lighter right here on this black.
Gotcha. So which way? If I turn it right, it's gonna make it lighter.
So if you go look at the monitor, if I turn to the right, it lightens it up.
Gotcha. Is that good right there, Tom? You just showing me what it does.
What she said?
She said it will remove him again. I was like, yeah. We just show him. All right, okay. Tony, should I pan left a little bit, or we good?
Full count. Redshirt senior trying not to allow first inning base runner to the Roadrunners. Payoff pitch. Slap to the left side, out of play. Curran will stay alive.
Yeah, I was just following the batting after last night.
Ball fouled back into the mesh. Curran making Acevedo work to get out of this inning. Ball slapped deep into center and over the wall for a home run. Roadrunners on the board first. Solo shot from Sidney Curran. And a deep center field. Nice piece of hitting, full extension. Line drive home run out to center field. And that'll bring up Layla Minnick. Curran unafraid up there, saw two batters get struck out. Gets in there, works it to a full count, and hits a home run over the center field fence. And Acevedo, ball one. Second pitch finds the strike zone, evens up the count 1-1. Check swing, and she went. Strike two on Layla Minnick. Coach leaning and telling her, be assertive on your swings. And poke to the left side, fielded by the shortstop. Perez throws to Washington for the third out of the inning. However, Roadrunners strike first. Sidney Curran, home run over the center field wall. Bruins will try to answer back in the bottom of the first.
Returning any foul balls to one of our event staff members. If you do, you can get one of those coveted souvenir softballs. Also, at this time, UCLA would like to say a big thank you to Ready for being a presenting sponsor of tonight's UCLA softball game.
Back at Eaton Stadium, Reina Castillo on the mound for Bakersfield. And she will face this potent Bruins lineup. Kinsley Washington batting first. Brianna Perez at short, batting second. Savannah Pola in the 3-hole. Delaney Wiz, who had a home run in their previous game against Fresno State, batting fourth. Maya Brady batting fifth. Anna Vines playing second base in the 6-hole. Rounded out by Jayla Castro catching. Tessa Malulu at third. And Kelly Gooden playing left field, batting ninth. Kinsley Washington lead it off against Castillo. And she'll take a ball outside. Washington batting .432 on the season with 5 homers. Look to answer that first strike by the Roadrunners in the top of the first off the bat of Cindy Kern. Ball grounded down the first base line. Ball called fair. Off the wall in right field. Washington digging for 3, and she'll get held up right there as that ball goes over the first base bag. Washington leading off the UCLA offense with a triple. Looked like the Roadrunners were waiting for first base umpire Brian Kuhn to lift up his arms and call that one foul. It never happened. Excuse me, Adam McEloney over there at first base. And Washington digs for 3. That'll be up shortstop Perez. Brianna hits a high fly ball to center field, deep, way back, and clears the fence. Straight away center for Brianna Perez. Bruins all of a sudden take back the lead 2-1. Snatched from the Roadrunners, a 2-run shot from Brianna Perez, bringing home Washington, who leads off with a triple. And the Bruins offense is off and running. A high fly ball off the bat of Brianna Perez. And she capitalizes. And Savannah Pola with no outs will look to keep this thing going. We mentioned in the first game, this Bruins lineup absolutely relentless. No easy outs. That ball is hit back up the middle off the glove of Castillo and into right field. As Martinez had moved to her right to field it off the glove of Castillo, she was unable to get back to it. That'll be a single for Pola. That'll bring up Delaney Wiz, who homered in the first game against Fresno State. Hit a deep, deep fly ball to the left side, then later on in the same at bat, pokes one out to the right side. And that ball will get by the catcher, and striding into second base is Pola. Molina unable to handle that one. Rough start for Castillo. And the coach will bring her players together inside the circle, tell them to calm down, gather themselves. Get some outs on the board. Not easy to calm yourself when you got a .348 batter up at the plate who already has a home run today. Big lead taken off of second base there by Pola. She'll retreat back to second on ball 2. Wiz again with that unorthodox batting stance. Front foot on the batter's box line on the outside. And she'll foul one off back in the screen for strike 1. Wiz from Orcutt, California, redshirt senior. And that ball's popped up shallow center field. Fielded by Johnson, calling off center and shortstop. Roadrunners finally get out in this inning.
The center fielder, number 7, Maya Brady.
As Maya Brady will step to the left side of the plate. Try to drive in that runner standing on second. And she'll look at ball 1.
You see the Chargers got Khalil Mack? Yeah, they traded for the Browns.
Pola standing on second after that wild pitch got her there.
Some picks. Some picks for last year. A second rounder and a 6th rounder.
Brady at bat with
They
1 out.
didn't give up nothing to get a.
Ball outside in the dirt, ball 2.
I'm like, dang, these dudes trying to win now. Mhm. 4 years of being mediocre. No, first year, being mediocre.
Brady will swing at that one, poke it into right field. Pola being waved home. Throw to the plate. And umpire has a call. The run will count. As Brady doubles in Pola from second.
Baseman, number 20, Anna Vines.
Close play at the plate. I believe the umpire is saying the catcher was blocking the plate when she should not have been. And Anna Vines will step to the plate, batting .295 on the season. Takes first pitch for a strike. Still just 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Fouled back to the screen. Strike 2. Gorgeous day here on the campus of UCLA. Shadows from the pines creeping across the field, ushering in the twilight. Ball outside. Vines able to lay off of it, 1 and 2.
11.5 still.
The redshirt junior down the line, just foul. Bruins were looking to tack on 1 more with that one. Brady standing on second after advancing on the throw off of her single. And that ball is poked into shallow center field. Unable to get there. Throw to third, not in time. Throw to second, not in time. Good base running by UCLA there. Read right off the bat. Brady able to advance to third, beat the throw. That throw enabled Vines to advance to second. And the Bruins are threatening to blow this thing open with second and third and one out, and Castro at the plate. Castro batting .333 on the season. Came in late in the game against Fresno State. And takes first pitch for a strike. Castro, the freshman out of Rocklin, California. So much talent here in California. Fertile recruiting ground for these Bruins. Castro will take ball one. Castillo laboring here in the first. If she can get a couple outs here, she'll get out of it. Well, that one's driven to center field. Castro into center field, caught at the track. Johnson able to make the play. However, sac fly for Castro will drive in Brady from third. Vine stayed at second on that play. Second out, but a productive out. Sac fly to center field. And Tessa Maluulu will step to the left side of the plate. Third baseman batting .324 on the year. Runner in scoring position. And she slaps it to the left side, foul. Malulu again to the left side, foul. Castillo got two out in the inning, 4-1. Roadrunner scored on a Sydney Curran home run. Bruins have pushed across four thus far, and that's to the left side. Shortstop makes a play, strong throw. Sydney Curran doing everything for the Roadrunners. Able to get that third out, ranging to her right. Strong throw over to first for the third out. Bruins take the field. Roadrunners take the bats. Going to the top of the second.
UCLA softball games, and of course, go Bruins. And at this time, please look to the video board as we look back at the final pitch of the '82 championship game.
Doom just needs one more big out. That's it. She's come so far for UCLA. And this should be it. This is the ball game, right?
Doom does it as she throws out the last hitter of the game, Elevici. So the UCLA Bruins, the Lady Bruins are the champions. Isn't that what it's all about, folks? They're the 1982 NCAA Division I softball champions.
Yeah, that's incredible. Let's give it a big round of applause. Debbie Doom making that pitch right there. Speaking of incredible, Sue Enquist, she is here. We want to have her stand up and wave to everybody to say hello. National champion, combined 11 national championships. Once again, UCLA's Sue Enquist. Thank you for being here today.
UCLA celebrating the 40th anniversary of that 1982 national championship team.
Leading off with the Roadrunners, number 11, Maya Williams.
And celebrating correctly, 12-0 victory over the Fresno State Bulldogs in the first game of today's doubleheader, and up 4-1 on the Roadrunners heading into the top of the second. Maya Williams, third baseman, to the plate. Acevedo inside for ball one. To the right side. Fielded and thrown out by Anna Vines. Acevedo getting out number one for the Bruins. Martinez to the plate. Playing second base. She'll see if she can solve Acevedo. First pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch in there for a strike. Martinez in an 0-2 hole. Acevedo already has 2 strikeouts, looking for a third. Ball high. Martinez lays off. Foul ball off the mesh. Martinez with that Delaney Wiz Light batting stance, offset front foot towards the outside of the batter's box. And ball just misses, evens up the count 2-2. Tough pitch to lay off for Martinez, but she does so. Ball in the dirt inside. Full count for Martinez. Acevedo struggling uncharacteristically right now. Coming into this game with a 1.08 ERA, 9-1 on the season. Holding batters to a 1.53 batting average. However, she'll walk Martinez right there. Roadrunners have a runner on. Got to bring up Lauren Randall with a runner on. Randall, just a freshman. She'll see if she can get Martinez going. Swing and a miss, strike one. Pokes it up the middle to second base. Go for two. Not in time at first. As Vines try to do the tag and throw and could not get it over to Washington in time. However, gets the lead runner out at second. Martinez will trot back to the dugout, and Randall will take her place at first. Jocelyn Molina to the plate, right-handed catcher. And stares at ball one. Take strike two on the inside corner. Swing and chop back into the mesh. 1-2. Bakersfield does not run much on the base paths. Only 5 attempted steals for this lineup on the season. Ball down the third base line, foul. Bruins ranked 5th nationally in large part to this stellar pitching staff. 3 perfect games on the season. But those hopes ended early in both these games as Fresno State put up 2 hits in the first 2 innings, even though it was a 12-0 win. And then Sydney Curran putting one over the fence in the first here for the Roadrunners. Swing and a miss on an offseat. Acevedo out of the inning. And we'll head to the bottom of the second. Bruins up 4-1. We'll be right back.
No runs, no hits. Fans, this time we'd like to say a special thank you to the 1982 and 92 teams. Once again, a big thank you to the 1982 and 92 teams that are in attendance today. We want you all to stand up if you are an alumni here at UCLA. Let's give them all a big round of applause attending this special game and this whole entire weekend of games. Also, Bruin fans, if UCLA scores 10 runs in today's game, everyone in attendance wins a free order of fries from Fat Sal's. All you gotta do is show your ticket, Olympic sports pass, or student voucher to redeem. And fans, grab your closest 15 friends and root for UCLA softball this season right here at Easton Stadium. Parties of 15 or more offer group ticket discounts. Visit UCLABruins.com or call them 310-206-0636 for more information.
Coach Kelly Enoa Perez will see her Bruins take the bats here in the bottom of the second, put up 4 in the first. And they lead this game by 3. As Kelly Gooden will lead off the bottom of the second.
How about now, Uncle Logan?
Gooden shows bunt, takes a strike. Only Bruin without a plate appearance in the first inning. She'll see if she can lead it off here for the Bruins with a base runner. We'll look at strike two outside, or excuse me, ball one outside. Infield in, anticipating bunt. She showed it on the first pitch. She'll slap it to the left side. Williams able to make the play and throws out Gooden at first. Quick reaction from Williams at third base. And not allowing Gooden to get on. That'll bring up first baseman Kinsley Washington, who had a leadoff triple in the first inning down the right field line. Off speed outside in the dirt, ball one. Washington's batting average up to 440 on the year. 5 homers, 23 RBIs. And strike two on the outside corner. Evens it up at 1-1. Poked into left field, just foul. A couple feet foul for Washington. Working all sides of the field this game. What was almost a hit is actually a strike. 1-2 on Washington. High and tight. Washington gets out of the way, 2-2.
We're trying to do the white balance right now, Tom.
One out here, bottom of the second. Washington back up the middle. Curran with the play over to first. In time for the out. Randall digging it out. 2 down for the Bruins in the bottom of the second. Bring up Brianna Perez, who skied a home run in the first inning to straightaway center field. 2-run shot to open up the scoring for the Bruins. And over for a strike. Fouled towards the Roadrunner dugout, off the wall. And Perez quickly in an 0-2 hole, batting .406, 8 home runs on the season, 25 RBIs, including those 2 in the first inning. Perez, one of the better shortstops in the country.
Blurry, got you. The batter lit up. All right.
Off-speed pitch into right field for a hit. Perez just able to roll that over in the hole between first and second for a single. I'll bring up Savannah Pola. Singled in the first inning. Big lead off of first for Perez. Stays put.
Got you. All right, let me follow the batter. I need to run it.
Runner takes off Perez, going to second. And gets there easily with a pop-up slide. Smooth stolen base for Perez. Doing a little bit of everything so far for the Bruins today. All of a sudden, runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Pola. That ball's driven into right center field. Line drive, home run, clears the fence. 2-run shot for Savannah Pola. That ball was hammered over the 2010 championship banner out in right field. Goodness gracious. Savannah Pola showing some pop. Powering one over the right center field fence. And that'll bring up Delaney Wiz. Popped out to left in her first at bat. But we know she has some pop of her own. Castillo able to get 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, but 2 runs have crossed for the Bruins. And Wiz will foul that into the Oaks outside of Easton Stadium. Ball 1. My brother would be severely disappointed in me, but the forestry major that he is. That's simply a pine. Delaney Wiz again with that offset batting stance.
You see if it's good, like the white bounce stuff?
Off speed, misses the outside corner. Ball 2. Ball inside. Delaney ahead in the count, 3-1. Looking for something to drive here.
Camera 2's good, Tom?
Ball outside, way outside, and Wiz will take her base.
So we good on camera 2?
Maya Brady to the plate with a runner on. Center fielder from Thousand Oaks, just up the road. And she will not be facing Castillos. There'll be a pitching change for the Roadrunners. We'll see what it is when we get back.
That would look. No, I'll tell him. What's going on? You good, Dad?
And to pitch for CSU Bakersfield, number 18, Kirsten Martinez. is a pinch runner for UCLA, number 11, Seneca Curro at first base.
Yup. No, he just walked in.
Once again, batting for your
Number 18, Kirsten Martinez, in to pitch for the Roadrunners. The sophomore to step in to face Maya Brady. Also coming to catch Maya Molina Villar. And ball gets away from the new catcher. Wiz will advance to second. That ball smacked into center field. That ball's long gone. Home run, Maya Brady. The sophomore from Thousand Oaks into the Pines at Easton Stadium for a 2-run shot. Bruins take the lead 8-1. They're going to run out of shirts here. All these home runs being hit. Anna Vines, who had a nifty defensive play in the last inning, will step to the plate. High for ball one. Bruins, 3 home runs already. And that ball's hit deep to left. The left fielder turned around. Johnson unable to make the play. And Vines will pull into second with a stand-up double. The bats staying hot. Castro, who had a deep sac fly in the first inning, stepping to the plate with a runner in scoring position. Vine showing some power, hitting it over the left fielder's head. Johnson unable to make the play. Vine standing at second, looking to score. Ball in the dirt. Vines will take off to third and get in there head first with no throw. Vines advancing on the wild pitch, had a big secondary lead. Read it right off the dirt. Dives into third base on the wild pitch. Castro will take ball high. Martinez, pitch outside, 3-0. Ball inside, ball 4. Runners at the corners for the Bruins. As Tessa Maluulu will step to the plate. We'll have a pinch runner at first. Lauren Hatch coming again like she did in the first game. Bruins have matched their output from the first inning here in the second. Runners at the corners with 2 outs looking to put on some more. Hatch with speed at third. Vines with speed at third. Hatch with speed at first. Infield in at the corners. Short and second playing deeper. Martinez trying to get out of this inning with no further damage done. Ball high. Mala'ulu, 314 on the season. Grounded out the shortstop in her first plate appearance. Ball in the dirt. Mala'ulu able to lay off of it. Ball 2. Martinez going to have to find the strike zone to get out of this inning. Runner takes off to second. Will pull in without a throw. Hatch takes second. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Mala'ulu. Ball pulled into right field. Foul. Runners will retreat back to their bags. And as Vince Scully would say, it's deuces wild. 2 on, 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And we'll see what Mala'ulu has in this matchup against Martinez. And that'll hit her in the helmet. So a hit by pitch. One of the more pain-free hit by pitches you'll ever see. That just catches the crown of the helmet. And we'll have a pinch hitter here for the Bruins, as Gooden will take a seat. And Alyssa Garcia, who caught the first game, will step into the left side of the plate with the bases loaded. Vines at third, Hatch at second, Mala'ulu at first. And ball inside. Garcia 409 on the season. Only 3 RBI, but she gets a hit by pitch right there. And that'll tack 1 under a season total.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 37, Kinsley Washington.
And that'll bring it back to the top of the order with Kinsley Washington.
And re-entering the game at first base, number 14, Kelly Gooden.
As Vine scored on the hit by pitch. And does not stop for the Bruins, as Washington's batting .434 on the season with 5 homers. As Coach Buck Ziegler will bring her ladies into the circle. Give them a little pep talk. Martinez back in the circle. The field completely encased in shadows now as we're heading into the late afternoon here in Westwood. Ball gets by the catcher, but Hatch stays put at third base. And that will hit Washington. Martinez getting a little wild. 3 straight hit batsmen. Washington will take her place at first. And Brianna Perez will step to the plate. Bases still loaded.
Number 3, the shortstop, Brianna Perez.
Bases still loaded for Perez, who homered in the first inning. Shoots that one towards the Roadrunner dugout. Perez with a 2-run shot that drove in Washington in the first inning. Singled and stole a base in the second, earlier in this inning. And again towards the dugout of the Roadrunners. Foul, 0-2. Perez batting .414 with 8 home runs. 25 RBIs. Ball high. Perez from Martinez, California, redshirt senior. 5'7", stellar shortstop. Inside again, Perez shimmies out of the way. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here at Easton Stadium. Bruins in game 2 of this doubleheader Saturday. Off-speed pitch fouled back and out of play. Perez spoils that off-speed pitch. Ball high. Kirsten Martinez having trouble finding the strike zone. Missing wildly a couple times. Again, 3 hit batsmen. And before that, a walk to Castro. Into the Roadrunner dugout again. Lisa Fernandez will field it. Ball down the first base line. That gets by the first baseman, Randall. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Another come around. That one will score. And Perez will slide into third with a 3-run triple. Bruins offense putting together 13 runs through 2 innings. Almost through 2 innings. This thing's still going. And might have another pitching change here. And we will. And we'll find out who that is on the other side. Casey Kennedy will come in to pitch for the Roadrunners. Freshman right-hander. First batter will be a home run hitter from earlier this inning, Savannah Pola. Line drive shot to center field. Brianna Perez standing on third base. 13-1 Bruins. And still going here in the bottom of the second. Ball just misses outside. Home plate umpire Anthony Allen Cooper giving no leniency, even with the score 13-1. Ball bowled to the outside. 2-1's the count. Pola 403 on the season, 4 home runs, 30 RBIs on the season.
Downright pathetic.
Fouled back into the mesh. Evens the count at 2-2. Ball 3. Pola, one of the few Bruins that have a quiet game against Fresno State in that 2 o'clock game. Did have an RBI and scored a run off a walk. Check swing, outside corner, off the plate. And Pola could not hold up. Kennedy gets the Roadrunners out of the inning. And they'll see if they can make up some ground heading in the top of the third.
Be careful. It pays to sit close, doesn't it? Congratulations. Leading off for the Roadrunners, left fielder number 2.
Left fielder Kaya Johnson will lead off for the Roadrunners here in the top of the third. As Acevedo just the 1 run on that home run by Sydney Curran in the first. Otherwise, nearly perfect. Gave up a walk and has struck out 3.
On the field for UCLA, number 11, Seneca Curro, shortstop.
Defensive changes for the Bruins. Seneca Curro will come in to play shortstop. a couple other changes we will get to here in just a second. In the meantime, Kaya Johnson stepping to the plate. She'll lay out a bunt. It'll spin around in foul territory. Excuse me, ball called fair by the home plate umpire. Play made by the catcher, Castro, over to Washington. Tough play on a spinning ball. Castro to Washington for out number 1. That'll bring it back to the top of the lineup. Montoya. Takes ball 1 inside. Popped up to the right side, out of play, into the stands. Savannah Montoya, leadoff batter for the Roadrunners. Pokes that one to the right side, foul, into the mesh. And Acevedo's up 1-2 in the count. Some cooler air moving in to the hills in Westwood. A gorgeous place for softball. Tucked into the hills. That ball chopped to the left side, foul. Tucked in the hills of LA, surrounded by pine trees. Couldn't ask for better weather today. Ball to the left side, Malulu. Strong throw over to Washington for the out. Ball was weakly hit. Malulu was right where she needed to be. Excuse me, Malulu, right where she needed to be to make the play. To bring Sienna Curran to the plate. Struck out swinging her first at bat. Ball outside. A little tough to see right now. Lights trying to fight through the dusk here in Westwood. Swing and a miss on an outside pitch. 1-1. A fabulous event. This has been the Stacy Winsberg Memorial Tournament, 20th edition. The 4 teams that came together to celebrate the life of Stacy Winsberg by playing her favorite sport. That ball poked into left field, and it'll fall. A single for Sienna Curran. Drops right in front of the left fielder. And Sydney Curran, who had a home run line drive in the first inning, will step to the plate. Runner will take off, slides into second base. Castro unable to get there in time. And Curran into second base with a stolen base. Acevedo high, ball 2. Roadrunner showing some fight here. That pitch will catch the strike zone. 2-1. Just over the outside corner with the off-speed pitch. Acevedo fighting back to even the count, 2-2. Her sister in scoring position at second base. Sydney trying to score Sienna. Back up the middle off of Acevedo's glove. Middle of the infield, unable to make the play. Sienna will hold at third. Sydney pulls into first. We'll see what they call that. It'll be a hit off of Acevedo's glove. Sydney Curran with the single.
Batting for the Roadrunners, number 74, Layla.
74, Layla Minnick. Stepping to the plate. Runners on the corners. She's looking to drive in at least one with 2 outs in the top of the third. Ball to the right side. Fielded cleanly by Vines. Shovels it over to Washington for the third out. Acevedo gets out of that jam. Still 13-1 as the Bruins get back on offense here from Easton Stadium.
Everywhere else, redeemable for rewards or make you want to clap. Yeah. Visit westbound.org to apply and for terms and conditions. Westbound, the official banking partner of the Alumni Association. And don't forget, fans, every time the Bruins hit a home run, we will celebrate by throwing a UCLA t-shirt presented by Liquid IV. Leading off for the Bruins, number 11, Seneca. Oh!
Casey Kennedy still in the game for the Roadrunners. Delaney Wiz, however, not for the Bruins as Seneca Kuro takes her place in the lineup. 367 on the season. Off-speed pitch high, ball one. Strike catches the outside corner. 1-1. Ball outside. Kuro from Verona, California, redshirt sophomore. And she takes a pitch that just misses 3-1. No wind to speak of. You see that flag out in left center, sitting still. Strike number 2 in there, full count. Sun setting over California. And Kuro will take her base on the walk.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 7, the center fielder, Maya Brady.
Maya Brady to the plate. Single in the first. And a home run in the second. See what she has for us in the third. First pitch misses, ball one. Maya Brady, another outstanding Bruin. Outside, this UCLA squad ranked 5th nationally. Oklahoma, Alabama, Florida, and Florida State just ahead of them. That ball popped up behind the plate, off the press box, and foul. Out of play. UCLA, the highest ranked Pac-12 team. Next closest is Washington coming on at 11. Oregon at 13. Arizona, Oregon State, and Arizona State at the back end of the top 25. That ball popped up into shallow left field. Play made by Johnson. Kuro will retreat back to first. Lauren Carter with the bat in her hand. Another substitution here for the Bruins.
For the Bruins, number 94, Lauren Carter.
Lauren Carter stepping to the plate. Rare opportunity with a bat in her hand on this deep Bruin squad. And she'll look at a strike for strike one. Kuro still at first. Bruins 10 hits in the game, 13 runs. as Castillo and Martinez had some trouble with control for the Roadrunners. Walked a couple batters, had some hit by pitches. And that's strike 2 in there on Carter. And foul tipped off of Carter. She'll stay alive barely. Coach Enoy Perez using this opportunity to see what she has on her bench. Carter's still in the 0-2 hole. Kuro at first. And that ball, looping liner into left field, caught by Johnson. Read it off the bat and able to make the easy catch, ranging to her left.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 26, the catcher.
Catcher Jayla Castro stepping to the plate. Trying not to leave Kuro stranded. Pitch misses for ball 1. Inside, ball 2. Castro sac fly in her first at bat on a ball deep center field. Walked and scored in her next plate appearance. Ball bounced about 5 feet short of the plate, and Kuro will take second easily. Now all of a sudden, runner in scoring position for Castro. 2 down, bottom of the 3rd. Pitch will catch a piece of the strike zone. Castro still ahead in the count. That will miss outside. Castro draws the walk. That'll bring up
Number 24, the third baseman,
Tessa Maluulu, the third baseman from Long Beach. Grounded short in her first at bat. Hit by a pitch, second plate appearance. Corner infielders in. Middle of the infield at regular depth. Ball outside. Kennedy having trouble finding the strike zone. And that will draw a visit from her coach. Good crowd on hand to see this Bruins squad. have celebrated the 82 and 92 championship teams. You look at that outfield wall, you could celebrate a championship just about every year. Ball outside. These Bruins, the premier softball program in the country. Last championship coming in 2019. Oh. Hit by a pitch there is Maluulu, excuse me. Got it right between the shoulder blades. And she's wincing over there talking to Coach Lisa Fernandez. Kelly Gooden will step to the plate. From Seal Beach, California, just down the road from Long Beach. Base is now loaded. Curro at third, Castro at second, Maluulu at first, and Gooden at the plate, looking to capitalize. And she'll pop that up out of play to the left side.
Yeah, I'm on 5,000 right now too.
And she'll stare at ball one.
Yeah.
And take a look at strike two coming down over the plate. 1-2 count to Kelly Gooden.
Yeah, Indy's off.
That ball popped up just on the outfield grass. Curran will make the play. And the Roadrunners will come in after they hold the Bruins scoreless in the third. We'll be right back.
As our UCLA softball players tell us about women who inspire them in celebration of Women's History Month.
A woman that inspires me is Cindy LaRue because she's an amazing athlete and an amazing mom, which is something I wish to be one day.
My biggest inspiration is my sister Stevie Liz because she is the epitome of strength. Stevie, I love you so much.
I just want to say a special thank you to my biggest inspiration, which is my sister, Kylie Perez. Thank you for everything you've done for me, and you really paved the way. Love you. One of my biggest inspirations is Natasha Watley because not only is she a close friend of mine, but she's also one of my mentors. She does so much on and off the field with giving back to her community, and she really represents the four letters for the class.
The women that inspire me are those that get after it and go after their dreams. I am one that does look for role models because life can be tough sometimes, and you all out there inspire me. Those that have careers and are also moms, we know the struggle at times, but we stick together and we get after it, and we remember it's about the future. Take care.
Let's give it up for all the incredible women in our world.
Gotcha.
Leading off the Roadrunners, the third baseman, number 11, Maya Williams.
Acevedo will step back into the circle, giving up just one run through 3 innings as we head to the top of the fourth. She'll face Maya Williams. grounded out to second in her first at bat. And first pitch in there for a strike. Bakersfield making about the 90-mile trip down to Westwood to take on the teams in this tournament. Penn, Bakersfield, Fresno State, and UCLA hosting the 20th edition of this as Acevedo pitches it high for ball one. Pitch outside for ball two. Swing and a miss. Acevedo fights back to even the count, 2-2. Maya Williams coming into the game batting .238. Looks at ball three high there.
Yes.
And stares at strike three. Coming hard over the inside corner. Acevedo, another strikeout. Bringing up Samantha Martinez. Just the fourth strikeout of the game for Acevedo. A lot of the damage done on batted balls. Solid defense being played behind her. And foul ball right there, fielded by Malulu. Martinez falls behind 0-1. Check swing, foul ball back to the feet of Castro. Martinez in the hole, 0-2. One down, top of the fourth. Acevedo delivers low and inside for ball two. Ball one, excuse me.
It is 5,600.
Right back at Acevedo. Gets her glove on it. Almost snags it out of the air. Drops down into the circle. She picks it up, throws it to Washington.
How about now, Tom?
That ball was smacked. Acevedo unfazed, makes the play. Have a pinch hitter for the Roadrunners, Shailene Fuyama-Ono. Freshman right-hander will step into the plate to face Acevedo. Bowled into Castro's mitt for ball one. Fuimaono into the stands for strike one. The lights working their magic over this field. Pristinely kept field. Seen a lot of action of these past couple of days. And a lot of credit to the groundskeepers here at Easton Stadium, as this thing looks like it's never been played on before today. Castro have a little chat with her pitcher. And Fuimaono will do the same with her coach. Defense at normal depth for the Bruins. Check swing on a high pitch, and home plate umpire will say she went. Even up the count at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. And off-speed pitch. Fuimaono way out ahead of it. Acevedo with a strikeout to end the top of the fourth. We'll go to the bottom. Bruins grabbing the bats. We'll be right back.
All right. Keep your eye on it. All right, which one is it? Number 2. Hey fans, you may have noticed UCLA scored 10 runs in 2 games today, and that means everyone in attendance has won free fries from Fat Sal's. Make sure you bring your ticket stub, show your Olympic sports pass, or student voucher at the Westwood Fat Sal's location tomorrow to redeem.
Welcome back to the illuminated Easton Stadium here on the campus of UCLA in Westwood, California. Kennedy still pitching for the Roadrunners. Defensive change at first. Fuimaono will stay in to play in the 3 position. Kinsley Washington, her counterpart, steps into the plate and looks at ball 1. Ball 2 high. Washington 1 for 2 today. Triple in the first. Grounded out to short in the second. And hit by pitch and earned an RBI for that. Also in the second. Foul tipped into the glove for strike 1. That ball poked into center field. Unable to make the play is Sienna Curran. That ball will drop for a single for Washington.
Batting for the Bruins, the shortstop number 3, Brianna Perez.
Brianna Perez will step to the plate. Already with a homer today and a single. And a triple in the second. She's only a double away from the cycle. Five RBIs on the day as well. And a run scored. It's a big part of the offense, Brianna Perez. Batting .423 with 8 home runs. Perhaps the only thing the Bruins haven't accomplished in this tournament, with the perfect games thrown and the home runs, is somebody hitting for the cycle. We'll see if Brianna Perez can do that, as she is even in the count 1-1. Probably the last at bat due to the mercy rule for the Bruins. Top of the lineup. Looking to pad some stats. Perez, the senior, came into the day batting .397. She is up that to .423 just with this game's work. Washington standing at first. And Perez will take the walk, putting runners at first and second. And that'll bring up Taylor Stevens, the freshman from Linwood. Batting for Pola. Runners at first and second. First pitch low for a ball. Tries to catch the inside corner, does Kennedy, misses. And behind in the count, 2-0. Drawing another visit from the Bakersfield coaching staff. Tough matchup for these Roadrunners, as is just about every game. Somebody's going to play against these Bruins. 5th ranked in the country. Roadrunners have never beaten the Bruins in 9 matchups. 4 of those victories have come by mercy rule. So the Roadrunners from the Big West, a lot of catching up to do, but got to get out of this inning first. And Kennedy is down 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Runners at first and second for the Bruins. UCLA has batted .625 in this game. And they'll draw a walk right there. to load the bases. Still no outs.
Batting for the Bruins, number 11, Seneca.
And Seneca Kuro will step to the plate with a chance to do a lot of damage right here. From Verona, California. Stevens at first, Perez at second, Washington at third. Kuro at the plate facing Kennedy, and she stares down ball one, strike one on the outside corner. Popped up and out of play. Kennedy from Mesa, Arizona, just a freshman. Struggling against this potent Bruins offense. Seneca Kuro batting .367 coming into this at bat. 11 RBIs, could tack on 3 more or 4 more right here. Roadrunner's trying to prevent that from happening. There is action in the Roadrunner bullpen. That ball is hammered on a high pitch to left field. At the wall is Johnson. She'll catch it. Sack fly in foul territory for Kuro. Job done, a productive out. All runners will advance. That ball is up there forever. Johnson had to make a choice, take the out or give up the run, and give up the run or let it drop. And she takes the out. 14-1 Bruins. And Maya Brady will step to the plate. RBI single in the first, RBI home run, excuse me, that's redundant. Home run in the second, and then flew out to left field in the third. Second and third for the Bruins, 1 out. So those runners advancing took away the double play possibility. Going to be tough to do that on Maya Brady anyway. She's got some speed. Ball inside. 2-0. Stevens at second, Perez at third. Kennedy trying to get out of this jam with no more damage done. She'll miss outside. 3-0. Hard to pitch around anybody in this Bruins lineup. All dangerous hitters. And that finds the outside corner for the first strike, 3-1. Outside misses, and that'll load the bases back up for Carter. Due up in the top half of the fifth to try to extend the game for the Roadrunners. Jocelyn Molina, Kaya Johnson, Savannah Montoya. And if one of those can get on, the Curran sisters will be up after that. But right now, just trying to prevent the Bruins from pushing any more across. That ball pulled into the mesh, strike one. See a couple fans coming back in the stadium with some blankets. It is getting a little cooler in Westwood. Carter with a hard foul ball towards the on-deck circle. Castro unfazed. Why would she be? She's a catcher. Carter down 0-2. One down. She's going to be hard to double up as well. But the Roadrunners are going to do their best to do it. Foul again into the mesh to the left side. Flew out to left in her previous at bat. Got a lot of it. It was a liner, but Johnson was able to grab it. That ball weakly hit to the shortstop. Tough play right there. Called out at third base without a slide. Tough play from Sydney Curran to Williams, but made it. That was a tough play. Runner coming right in front of you. Curran able to get her glove on it, shovel it over to Williams at third for the second out of the inning, and take out the runner going to third. Runner did score, though. 15-1 for the Bruins. Runner's just at first and second now with two down. Top of the fifth. Strike one. Perez came across the plate right there. Busy day for her. Castro sac fly to center in the first inning. Walk in the second, walk in the third. Unable to come across the plate in either of those trips on the base paths. Even count 1-1 right now, two down. Top of the fifth. Brady at second, Carter at first, after grounding into the fielder's choice to shortstop. That pitch low in the dirt. Runners stay put. 2-1. Jayla, 333 on the season. One home run, so does have some pop. Ball low again. Low and inside for the walk. Jayla Castro will take her base. Should mention Jocelyn Molina back in at catcher for the Roadrunners. Bases loaded again. And that'll draw the pitching change. We'll tell you who it is when we come back. back here at Easton Stadium. Reina Castillo, the new pitcher in the circle for the Roadrunners. She started this game. So a rarity in softball. You'll see she's going to start this game, and the Roadrunners will hope that she finishes it with a couple pitchers in between. Tessa Malauulu stepping to the plate. Bases loaded. And Castillo starts off speed off the plate for ball one. Castro at first, Carter at second, Brady at third. And Malauulu looking to drive him in. Ball high and tight. Misses the mark from Castillo. Malauulu, 314 on the season. No RBIs. Looking to change that right here with runners in scoring position. And ball misses. We've seen a consistent home plate umpire, Anthony Allen Cooper, calling it just as tight in a 15-1 game as he did at the beginning. And that ball smacked over the shortstop's head in left field. Johnson fields it, throws home, not in time. Carter will score, throw back to third, in time for the third out. Carter scoring from second on the line drive over the shortstop's head. And Malauulu will get that RBI, but just the one. Bruins tack on one, 17-1. We'll be back for the top half of the fifth inning.
Yeah, I'm at 38, 40. We all good right here.
Acevedo back in the circle looking to complete this game with just the one run given up. Last play of that previous inning. Malauulu with the RBI, driving in Brady. Carter thrown out 7-2. Johnson to Molina, left field to catcher. Throwing out actually 7-2-5 as that went to the catcher to try to get out Brady. Did not happen. Actually try to get Castro going into third, trying to go first to third. Got myself tongue-tied looking at my scorebook there. 17 runs, hard to keep track of them all. Molina back in at the plate. Acevedo trying to close it out, 1-1 count. Big cut taken by Molina there. Misses 1 and 2.
Right now.
Ball fielded by third base coach over there. Unable to make the play. Stays 1-2. Coach Buck Ziegler unable to make the play at third base. That one misses. Acevedo thought it was a strike. Thought she had the first out of the inning. She did not. Count evens at 2-2. Runners have to score at least 11 runs. Excuse me, 9 runs to keep this thing going. Tough start there as Molina with a strikeout. Six on the day for Acevedo. And another strike there. Oh, 1 count. Acevedo pitching to Kayla Tadawosian. Redshirt sophomore from Lake Elsinore. Tadawosian quickly down 0-2. Stays alive with a foul back to the screen. Off-speed pitch, got her on 3. 4 pitches. Tadawosian back to the dugout. Acevedo looking to close this thing out. 7th strikeout of the game. And another pitch hitter, Samantha Petch, to the plate. Hoping to extend for the Roadrunners. Acevedo hoping to thwart that and strike out the side in what could be the final inning of this game. Ball inside. Acevedo seeming to get stronger. That ball's coming out of her hand even faster, seems like, coming down the stretch. The pop on Castro's mitt. Pronounced. Smacked in the right, and it will fall just off the grass. 1-1. Patch from just down the road on 405 in Lawndale. 5'4" redshirt sophomore. And hammers that ball into left, unable to make the play. Is good. And Petch trying to slide into second, steal a bag off of it. Not in time. The play made by the center fielder for the 3rd out. Carter making the play after it goes over Gooden's glove. Petch unable to make it to second. On the sliding attempt to try to nab an extra bag. And that'll end the game. The rare game that is ended on a hit. And the Bruins will take this game 17-1 in Mercy Rule fashion after 4.5. Number 5 ranked Bruins undefeated in this tournament. Showing just how good of a squad they have. They'll take on Arizona Saturday, March 19th, as they start Pac-12 play. Arizona also a top 25 ranked squad in the Pac-12. For everybody here at 4TM Productions and UCLA, I am Andrew Rector, bidding you good night, everybody.